There you go.
Hi, Scott Orland with CINEMA-Magazine, a new movie called Criminal, star of the film, Kevin Costner. Congratulations. I mean, this is one of those great films, we talked about it, where it's a leap of faith. I mean, audiences you're going to be taking for a ride with a concept. And I thought it was really interesting because, in a way, while it seems so futuristic, there is a scientific plausibility to something like this.
Yeah, well, they're doing it with animals, which is trying to plant a memory of another animal inside to see if it can do things. And they've proven that a rat or a mouse going down the same maze that it's never been in, if it takes the memory of another one, it can do that. So what's happened in this leap of faith movie, if you will, is a piece of information is so vital to solving a problem, a major problem, a terrorist attack, that it's worth taking the chance of replicating that experiment that's been only done to that point on rats into a person. In this instance, we're transferring a little piece of information from Ryan Reynolds into my brain. And I happen to be a lifelong criminal, and they don't know if I'll live or die, and so part of that is they don't care. But if it does work, if it could lead to solving the problem, to them it's worth a chance. My life is meaningless to them. So there's our big hard concept.
And he's a badass criminal too. When you see the movie, you do not want to say the wrong word to this guy because bad things will happen to you. But as an actor, I mean, obviously, if one looks at your filmography, there's always been a good guy quality about a lot of your characters. But when you inhabit someone like a Jericho, is there a little fun that goes involved of being somebody so far off the grid from who you are?
Yeah, I think so. And it's the situations that the writer creates for you, and then you bring your own. You know, I choreograph my own fights, and so that they maybe make sense. I never thought of myself as the kind of character that can go into a bar and I can just beat up everybody in the bar. But if I get into a certain kind of situation, I think if I can show a creativity that I can take out these three hooligans in a really fun, logistic way, I think a person goes, I believe that. I believe Jericho just outmaneuvered them in these three different ways. And he did it in a very crude way, even with a lunchbox, that he's doing something. So those are the things I try to do to make it, that leap of faith, have grounded a little bit. So I look for those opportunities. I mean, escaping even from the car. He uses his teeth to pull something off. You know, he uses everything he can. He's a bit of an animal.
But I thought the greatest skill set you have, and since you filmed in London, was you had to drive on the other side of the road. Were you comfortable doing that? Is that something that you've done before?
Well, that had to be Ryan Reynolds. Memory for me to do that. You know, even jumping in that car, the character got very caught up in the music and was having a good time. You know, and let's not forget, you know, he had been in prison most of his life, so everything was new. Everything was a little bit interesting to him. And
just a last question for you. Speaking of music, I mean, your band is still touring. Didn't they go to Europe?
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So what is it from people in Germany? I mean, have you been to Germany? Have you played there before?
We played a lot in Germany. I mean, that's one of the really great places for us to go to. So, you know, when we play in Germany, they sing the songs back to us.
Really?
Yeah.
What was the first record you ever bought?
It was the Youngbloods. It was the Youngbloods. I remember it was a big 8-track. No, it was that big
single. Then we went to 8-track.
No, it was a big 8. It was the big thick one. What was
8-track. That was 8-track.
Yeah.
Where it would stop right halfway in the song and click to the next track.
Right.
The song going there. Kevin Costner.
I even had a black light. We're talking about
You're dating
60s.
yourself, sadly, but we're almost the same age. And this is Scott Orland. Until next time. Oh my God, yeah, because it was